It's Monday. You guys ready? I'm not. I know. Thank you all so very much for your lovely messages and for all the questions that were pouring through different channels and all the grammar related questions and all the Suzanne, stop and let's take it all again from the very beginning because I missed a video or two. Well, you're right. Last week was a pretty intense week for us because we were studying conditionals. And good news, we haven't finished. There is more for us to study. So the strategy for this week is no panic, all right? I promise I will take things slower. There's a couple of people you should thank for that. But you guys need to do something for me. Please go through the videos again. Today, let me explain why. It's not only because they are my videos and I want you to watch them. No, I want you to make sure that all the grammar that's used in the conditional 0, 1, 2, and 3 is crystal clear. Because this is why I'm sort of putting away and putting off the concept of mixed conditionals, because I really want you to like them and I really want you to feel comfortable with them. But the only way for us to do it is if the grammar, if the verbal tenses in the actual conditionals 1, 2, and 3, 0, there's nothing that can go wrong there, if this is sort of under control. So today I found something for you and it's going to help us go through the grammar of the conditionals, okay? So my best friend and I one day went to Tiger. It's one of my favorite shops, and we got this DIY postcards. It's been ages ago, but they are super handy for today. Plus they are funny, and it's Monday, so we need some fun in our lives, right? Okay, so this is a postcard that says, "Hi, doggy dog." It doesn't say this, it's just my dog saying hi. Okay, so this postcard says, "On vacation with my best mate." And here there are 3 options. Can you find the conditional option? Can you see it? Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's this one. Yes. We should have booked separate rooms. By the way, the subject is elided. There is no I or we because it's informal, okay? You can do this. Shh, it's a secret. You can only do this if you are creating something that's very informal as a sentence, okay? So no business emails, no formal letters to your professors, okay? But postcard, why not? Okay. I should have booked separate rooms, okay? What does it mean? Does it mean that the guys booked separate rooms or not? You're absolutely right, again. No, they didn't. They booked one room together and it was a mistake. They should have booked. Okay, what's this? Modal verb. What's this? Have. What's this? Past participle. Okay, look. Should have booked. Okay, and it's on my list of 2 things that grammatically can be a bit problematic. Okay, don't worry if you can't read it. I'll show it to you later on. Okay, so that's one of the 2 things. But it's not everything. Have a look here. Okay, we are on a couple's getaway. Couples getaway, so a trip for couples. Wishing, wishing, it's already indicated a conditional, right? Okay, have a look and find them for me. Where are the conditionals? Can you see them? Okay, so the first, whoops, come here. The first one, this one, it's a conditional. Can you see it? Yeah, the kids were here. Why were? Not Not the past, right? Not the past were. Why were? Because it's a subjunctive mode, Suzanne. Yes, it's a second conditional. Wishing the kids were here. Oh, I wish you were here. Do you remember? Okay, yeah. Wishing it would stop raining. Okay. Actually, grammatically, it's better to say wishing it stopped, but it would stop is more sort of, I'm really frustrated with it, okay? Look, another one. Wishing we knew the language. Well, if you want to know the language, study with Suzanne. Okay, yes. Okay, and tell me, what's the difference between this one, wishing we knew the language, and this one? We had booked more days. What's the difference? You are on fire today. Yes, this one is a second conditional, and it means around now. And we're using the past form of the verb, right, to create this sort of hypothetical meaning around now. Whereas this one is a third conditional. It's about the past, okay? Wishing we had booked. We didn't, right? What's this? Had booked. This is past perfect. And it takes us immediately to our magic list. Okay, I promised you will have a chance to have a look at it, and here it comes. Okay, you ready? There are two elements, 1 and 2. 2 elements in conditionals that are grammatically a little bit tricky. The first one is past perfect. It's tricky because we don't study past perfect independently in English unless we want to tell stories. Okay? Because past perfect is the verbal tense that we use to say, I had booked, I had been in the past there, and then later on I went again, I saw the movie, I spoke to somebody, okay? So it's to show that a past action is prior to another one. It's not a very common situation in sort of general grammar situations, except for conditionals. Ta-da! Okay, so past perfect is the form of the verb that we use in the third conditionals, okay? Third conditional wants this verbal tense because what we need is we need to take the second conditional and take it to the past, right? So, wishing we knew the language now. Wishing we had known the language, past perfect, in the past, okay? The form of past perfect is really easy. It's really not a complicated thing, okay? You have a static auxiliary, doesn't change, it's always the same, okay? Had, okay? That's the auxiliary in past perfect. And then you have the past participle of irregular verbs, the third column, or in the case of regular verbs, it's just the ed form, okay? I put the 3 most common irregular verbs here. If you want to create past perfect from the verb have, it's this one, had, okay? So, I wish I had more time to swim during the weekend. I only had 1 hour, so I only swam for 1 hour, but I wish I had more time, okay? I wish I had been. I wish I had gone. I wish I had known, okay? Past perfect. Really simple verbal tense, nothing complicated. Had plus the past participle of a verb. In irregular verbs, past participle is the third column of the irregular verb, okay? So, for instance, see, so, seen. This is a past participle. In regular verbs, no trouble whatsoever. It's the ed form. Boo. Easy. Okay, so that's what you can see here. Look. Can you see it? Can you read it with me? Okay. Wishing we had remembered to turn off the iron. Whoops. Well, that's a problem if you went off for a couple's getaway and you forgot to turn off the iron. Yikes. All right. We had remembered. When in the past we had remembered, okay? Wishing we had remembered to turn off the iron, okay? Past perfect. You cannot create a third conditional without it, because this is what the main verb is going to look like. If I, right, in the if clause, if I had seen, past perfect, if I had seen the film, okay? This is one of the two clauses. You need past perfect, because do you remember, it's if plus past perfect, okay? And then in the main clause, you have, what is it? It's would plus have plus past participle in the third conditional, right? Okay, so it's here, look. Past modal verbs, yay! Past modal verbs, would have been, might have gone, could have been, could have seen, look. It was here. Look. Should have booked, right? Okay, so concentrate, work with me here. You with me? Okay, focus. When we think of conditionals, we sort of have the zero, which is present, super simple, always true, okay? Then we have the first conditional. If I see Suzanne, I will tell her how much I'm learning with her, okay? If I, present simple, see Suzanne, future simple, I will tell her. That's the first conditional. Okay, right. And we're left with two conditionals. We're left with the second conditional and with the third conditional. They are not complicated. They are just a little bit more complex. All right? So, we're taking a sample second conditional. Sample second conditional. Oh, this one. Okay. We are on a couple's getaway wishing we were fun people. Okay, so if we were fun people, we would have more fun here. We would enjoy ourselves more now. Okay, it's a hypothetical statement about now, and it's formed by past simple in the if clause. Past simple, right? Okay, and then the modal situation is would plus bare infinitive. I would go, I would see, I could go, I could see. No biggie. The second conditional is to create a hypothetical statement about now. And the third conditional is the one where grammar gets a little bit tricky. But I prepared the list for you. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, all right, I'm not doing it again. Sorry. Okay, the third conditional has two main elements, grammatical elements, okay? Past perfect and the past of the modal verbs. That's it, okay? These two bits, nothing else, all right? If I had more time, if past perfect, okay? If I had more time, I would have stayed at the lake longer, okay? Main clause. This is what it is, look. If I had more time, that's the if clause. If plus past perfect. Main clause, I would have been, I would have stayed, I would have decided, I would have, okay? And all belongs to the past. All is what you would send on a postcard when you regret something. And you would say, wishing we had brought our iPads, okay? Well, that's terrible. Wishing we had brought our iPads, okay? We didn't bring them, third conditional situation. Okay, for the second conditional, for the second conditional, second conditional, you only need to remember that if is followed by past simple, and the main clause has the modal verb would, could, should, plus the basic form of a verb. For the third conditional, you need to remember these. If is followed by past perfect, had, been, had gone, had seen, had known. And in the main clause, we have past modal verb, would have been, might have seen, could have gone, should have brought, okay? That's it. Please spend a little bit more focusing on this. Watch the third conditional video again, the second conditional video again, and then without panicking, we will have a look, I promise, we will have a look at the mixed conditionals. But for the moment, I wish you a splendid day. If you want one of my postcards, let me know. Send me your address and I'll mail you one of these. I've got plenty, look. I've got plenty. I can mail you one of these, marking the conditional form if you want, okay? So if you want my postcard, let me know where and I'll send you one, okay? I wish you a splendid day. And I just wanted to thank you for studying with me. I really love sharing this time with you guys. Thank you and have a lovely day. Think in English, okay? This week we think in English. I send you a big kiss. And I will be seeing you for our next lesson very, very, very soon. In the meantime, just stay well. Big kiss. Bye.